Alright, back like we never left because we never did leave. You got your boy Love One and Hate One, and your boy Gil is in the building. And we back at y'all with another radio call. You guys already know we finna cook. So, man, listen. Alright, we got this whole Anthony Yarde versus, David Benavidez fight. Now, I know a lot of people out there sleeping on Anthony Yarde, and rightfully so. But I feel like the thing about Anthony Yarde, he got so many good qualities, but so many bad ones, okay? It's like, he's really like, if I could throw the word bad, if I could throw bad in the cup, not the word, period. If I could throw bad in the cup and good in the cup, and I could just stir it and mix it up, whatever the fuck that comes out to, that's Anthony Yarde, all right? One thing about Anthony Yarde, he gets hit a lot. Let's just get the bad shit out the way. One thing about Anthony Yarde, he gets hit a lot, all right? The second thing I hate about Anthony Yarde, he does get tired in fights, okay? Another thing about Anthony Yarde, he can get wild sometimes, okay? Another thing about Anthony Yarde that's pretty bad is, man, it sucks to say Anthony Yarde, but you are chinny. You are chinny, man. I don't feel like Benavidez got the power to really hurt him, but I feel like he could stop him because Anthony Yarde does get tired in fights. But the good thing about Anthony Yarde, he's pretty quick. He's not as quick as David Benavidez, but he's pretty quick. Okay boxing. Another good thing about Anthony Yarde, if he catches you correctly, it's like kind of sneaky power, but if he catches you correctly, he can sleep you. Okay, he does have power. Another thing about Anthony Yarde, he is a very, 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 very good finisher. So, like, if he hurts Benavidez, he can end this fight, Gil. I'm dead fucking serious when I say that. He's a very good finisher. Another thing about Anthony Yarde is he knows how to make you like him. Like, a lot of people may sleep on this. He's not because he's very respectable at the press conference and shit like that. He's not like a David Morrell, a guy that's going to make you want to take his head off. So Benavidez I ain't going to say Benavidez might not come out and try to stop him still, but I feel like it's not going to be like David Morrell, where David Benavidez emotions is involved. He's like, oh, I'm trying to get rid of this guy. I feel like he's going to come in this fight being respectful with Yarde. He's going to try to win, of course, but I feel like that can help Yarde out, too. The fact that Yarde is being so respectful. But another thing about Yarde is, Yarde is a killer, man. I'm telling you, Yarde is... Listen, man. Yarde... The best thing about Yarde is he has power, got a little speed, and if Yarde... I'm telling you, if he hurts you, he throws everything in the kitchen sink to get you out of there. It's not like... He's not the type of guy that hurts you and then, he stands back and just lets you just chill. Or like some guys that hurt you and then... Even Canelo does this shit sometimes. I understand why he does it, but... It's like, damn, Canelo, go for the kill, take him out. Like, sometimes Canelo would drop you, and then, like, when he dropped Belanga got back up, and then Canelo didn't really, like, I feel like Canelo could have hopped on his ass and got him the fuck out of there. But Canelo don't do that all the time. It's like, even against Jaime, he let Jaime get up, and he didn't, like, really go for the kill. He did that against Caleb Plant, though he went for the kill against Caleb Plant, but I feel like, Caleb Plant pissed Canelo off, and that's the thing about Bud. That's one thing you don't want to do with Canelo is piss him off. But yeah. But when it comes down to Anthony Yarde, if he drops you, he is going for broke. I'm talking about like the same shit he did with Kovalev. And that's a bad thing too, because when he goes for broke like that, if you could survive that, Anthony Yarde's going to be tired for the rest of the goddamn fight. So I personally feel like, yes, he can hurt Benavidez. And if he does hurt Benavidez, Yarde, listen, it would not shock me if he stopped Benavidez, man. Now, I got Benavidez winning the fight because I personally feel like Benavidez style can be kind of tailor-made. Yarde style can be tailor-made for Benavidez because Yarde likes to come straight forward and fight. But if Benavidez, listen, if Benavidez get past the first 5-6 rounds, it's going to be hell for Yarde after that. Benavidez don't hit that hard, but his activity and his accumulation of punches on Yarde, it could get Yarde the fuck up out of there. And I can see Yarde getting stopped like around the 9th or the 10th. I got Benavidez winning the fight, but I don't feel like it's gonna be easy like people think. What's your thoughts on that, Gil?
I would want to see Yarde throw hooks at Benavidez, see if he could hurt him early. if you could hurt him with something, that would get a little bit more respect and get Benavidez not to shoot as much. Because I honestly don't think that Benavidez has enough power to take anybody out at that weight, because we haven't seen it ever since he moved up. So I just don't think he has that kind of power. If I'm Yarde and I know that he doesn't have real power like that, I'm going at him and I'm taking it to him as much as I can early to see if I can take him out early. You know?
I mean, that's his best chances. You know, try to go in there and take Benavidez the fuck out. You know, and, I mean,
because
shit.
Let's be honest, Benavidez's best defense is his offense.
Of course,
he's not really defensive.
Yep, flat-footed, everything. Yep.
Yeah, so what I would do, I don't know if Yarde could do it, but I would try to move on him a little bit and keep shooting combination. You know, try to get off my punches.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. I personally feel like maybe Yarde could save some gas, but nah, man, it's like just go for broke, man. Just go in there and just be Anthony Yarde. Just go in there and try to take his head off. You know.
And when you're with a fighter like Benavidez, you want to be turning him constantly, not letting him set his feet. Because once he sets his feet, it's a wrap, bro. So you want to keep moving him. Don't let him set his feet, so he doesn't have any ability to shoot hard punches at you.
I don't see.
And you want to frustrate him, bro.
That's a smart game plan, Gil. But I don't see Anthony Yarde doing that because I feel like it's gonna make him more tired. You know,
that's why I'm saying he's got to try to pivot, not move as much, but be able to pivot side to side and go, turn him a little bit every chance he gets to the ropes.
Yeah,
a pivot and then go. You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. It's a good game plan. I'm gonna see Anthony Yarde. He got ways he can win this fight. Like I said, he got a little hand speed. What amazes me the most is his finishing ability. Like if Benavidez gets hurt, like let's just say Yarde. Man, this would be crazy. If Yarde catches Benavidez in the first round, he can stop Benavidez in the first round with the finishing. Like he don't let off you once he got you hurt, and that's where he fucked up on Kovalev because he almost stopped Sergey Kovalev. He tried to throw everything in the kitchen sink to get Kovalev.
He got tired, right?
He got tired. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's why they tell you don't shoot
too.
That's why they tell you don't shoot everything on the when you got him hurt. You gotta throw a couple jabs in there and take it easy a little bit, and then once you have the power, go. You know?
Yeah, man. Like he kind of like I don't know, man. Yarde he kind of reminds me of David Haye in a sense. David Haye had that shit for the first 5-6 rounds, and then he started going downhill from there. Like but Yarde is a good fighter though. Don't get me wrong. He's a good fighter, but I don't know. I think Benavidez just got a style, and he got the conditioning, and he has a belt. So Yarde got to really knock him out to win. But go ahead.
I think Yarde, if he doesn't feel power, I think that will propel him to keep shooting on Benavidez, because if he doesn't feel power, what's going to stop him from keep going forward, right?
Who, Benavidez or Yarde?
I mean Yarde. Like if Yarde doesn't feel power from Benavidez, you just keep pushing forward and keep going to the body, bro.
That's a good point too, man. Hey, I can see that too. Go to Benavidez's body. Yeah, man.
Try to tire him out. Because his best attributes are just the activity, bro. He has a lot of activity.
Yeah.
So you can't let him get off. So you have to be in close. And every time he starts trying to get off, you start clinching, bro. We talked about the clinch, right, with Canelo and Crawford. But if you feel that way about Benavidez, you clinch on him. Don't let him get off, because that will frustrate him to no end, bro. So just keep doing it.
Yeah, that's a good little game plan right there too, man. I wish Yarde could listen to us and go ahead and beat Pitfall, man. But I just see Yarde being Yarde, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Yarde gonna try to headhunt and he gonna try to fuck Benavidez over. That's what he gonna try to do. But
to me, that's when you need your corner to really be forceful and explain to you why you need to do another kind of game plan, because you gotta get Benavidez tired, and you gotta force him to play that he's not used to. So you're gonna have to implement cardio into your game plan and kind of try to go the long route. Try to fight all the rounds instead of just going early, bro. You're gonna have to go places you don't like to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's facts, man. That's why I hope, man, Yarde show me something different, man. Because I'm a Yarde fan. I actually like Anthony Yarde, but Anthony Yarde, I just know his his weaknesses, man. His weaknesses. Sometimes, especially in big fights, like if this was a small fight, then I could say, oh, well, it's whatever. But in big fights, it's like every time he hits that big stage when he has to win a big one, man, it's like shit. It's his weakness overpowers his strength.
Let me ask you this: do you think that that's why Benavidez picked him instead of fighting somebody else?
No, I think I don't. I'm not gonna even lie. I see some people try to act like this is a cherry pick. I don't see this as a cherry pick. I feel like he's a top 10 175 pounder. And let me ask you this: who is someone else? If it's not at the Yarde, Callum Smith.
The guy that he was supposed to fight, I can't remember his name. That Canelo.
Callum Smith.
Yeah, I think Callum Smith would have been hard to fight.
That would have been a harder fight. I would say a little harder though, because at the Yarde do got some things that Callum Smith don't have, and Callum Smith got some things he don't have. But I feel like this is a perfect replacement. But I thought it was on Callum Smith. But I would rather see a Callum Smith fight though.
I think Callum Smith would have been the better fight.
Yeah.
But I think this one's less danger for Benavidez just because the amount of punches that he throws, it could overwhelm Yarde. That's the only reason that I believe it's an easier fight. So I think Callum Smith would have been a better fight.
It would have been a better fight, but for what I'm hearing, let me know if I'm wrong. I thought it was on Callum Smith was the reason the fight didn't happen.
No, well, I heard that it was because that they chose not to fight him because they, so.
Because they what?
I might be wrong, and you're totally right, but I heard that Benavidez was the one that chose not to fight Callum Smith.
Oh, shit. Well, shit. That could be it, man. Like, thing about it is, man, we never truly know. But shit, hey.
Let's be honest. Benavidez's angle is to keep the belt as long as he can, right? And right now he's not a proven champion, so you want to take the easy fights first because you want to ease your way through the.
I don't think Yarde's an easy fight though.
Yeah, I get you, but just on activity and like you said, he gets tired, right?
Yeah.
So I think it would be an easier time for him
than
to
Callum
get his
Smith
punches off, right?
Yeah, I do feel like, but okay, let me ask you. I gotta say this though, okay, because he tried to fight Bivol. Bivol went for Better Beef. Can't get mad at that, right? Can't get mad at that. Yeah, Better Beef probably the harder fight anyway, so I can't get mad at that. Okay, and then the next best thing was Callum Smith. We don't know why that happened. After Callum Smith, it's Yarde. Gil, it ain't nobody. It's Yarde after Callum Smith.
You do have a point there, bro. Because there isn't nobody else at that weight that could. Well, you could have said Shiraz, but Shiraz had that fight.
Shiraz at 168 though.
There's Morrell, but Morrell looked kind of funny.
Yeah, that's another subject too. But yeah, Shiraz at 168 though.
Yeah, that's the other issue. That I always think of Benavidez at 168 for some reason.
Me too, because
he's at 175.
Because
now, so.
that's understandable because he was at 168 his whole career. So that's
so I always think about him at 168. But you have a good point, bro. That there is no real other option.
Yeah, other than Callum Smith and Anthony Yarde is next, and then after Yarde, shit.
You know what? To be honest with you, that got me upset when he didn't fight Callum Smith because I thought that was the best. And they both seemed like they wanted that fight. Callum Smith had said after the fight that he had with, what was it, Boazzi?
Boazzi, yeah, he beat Boazzi. That was a good win, too.
He had said he wanted Benavidez. So that's why I was like, why don't they just do that fight? It would make sense. And
no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but shit, Benavidez could fight Boazzi, too. That's another good fight, too.
That's the other one. But Boazzi was coming off of a loss, so I understand why they didn't. But there's options. It's just you really gotta look at the division he's in. Yeah,
you gotta really, really look on a lot of these options. Like guys don't know.
Until he fights a really good fighter at that division, I'm just gonna say he's a paper champion, bro. And
he is a paper champion.
People could look at me a certain way for saying that, but
no, they can't look at you for saying that because. Okay, if you beat Callum Smith, okay, it's like, okay, that's cool. Because, it's like basically you guys are fighting for a vacant title. Anthony Yarde, like I said, Anthony Yarde never been a champion, never won a big fight, He needs to fight Bivol. That's why it's like we can't blame everything on Benavidez, to be fair. Because he did try to fight Bivol. Bivol went towards the better option. Okay, I get it. Turkey probably...
And Bivol can say whatever he wants, but he's not trying to fight better Benavidez again. Because even Benavidez said, well, how do I have to be to fight you? Because you're taking forever to do the fight. So
oh shit, you trying to say we gotta do another segment about Bibble ass?
yeah, so I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, why didn't he just fight Benavidez like when he should have, instead of trying to make the fight with Benavidez? And then Benavidez says, well, you're not trying to fight me because you could have made the fight already and you didn't do it.
Right.
You know?